Cool, okay. Hi, how you doing? My name is Dan. I am the economist Dan Newman. This is Vale.
Everyone.
From South Africa. We are together, little and large, basically. This guy's going to be looking after you as well as me, and we've also got a couple of really interesting people. I've got some ex-gymnasts and martial artists. We've got a great team, and I personally find this really exciting. I'm loving this. I think it's a great idea, and yeah, I know lockdown's really hard, and I believe very, very much in the way that exercise and exertion really lifts your spirits. Nothing quite like it. So it's a real privilege, and it's going to be great fun looking after you. Actually today we may do something which is called team teaching, or I may take the whole thing. We're just going to kind of go with it a little. But it's possible that in the later stages they might step in and take a section. For now, I'm going to start warming you up, and we're going to go. Cool. Thank you, Ray. Alright guys, I'm going to start you just rotating your arms and shoulders away. Throughout this, at different times, I may ask you guys to carry on moving while I choose to kind of demonstrate something else, you know? So say for example I say, right, keep doing this, and then I'm going to walk away, talk about the shoulder, give you something to think about while you're doing it, and you guys will just carry on, basically. Okay, so we're going to move really gently this way to that way. We're going to avoid sudden movement and end range, so we're looking not to twist the back up, but really just to kind of get it going, basically. Just start to move it. Warm up in the beginning will be quite gentle. We're going to go around a set of movements that we're going to use. By the end of the warm up, you will, of course, be quite warm, and then we're going to start dropping things in quick succession. So let me get you now to follow me here, just kicking back. What's really important to say to you guys is you know your own bodies, so if anything doesn't sort of feel right, then stop, don't do anything that hurts. And one of the other things that I'll say is we're going to be working quite hard, and of course I'm going to be urging you on, basically. So one of the things I want you to do as you go, 1 second new movement, just start to raise the knees. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do as you go is if I'm going through, say, 60 seconds of press-ups or lunges, for you guys, there'll be people who can do the whole 60 seconds, and that's quite easy. And there'll be people who will need to do 10, 15 seconds, stop, come back in, that kind of thing. What you'll find is that normal muscle fatigue feels quite sort of dull and simple. Just get you to shake your legs out. Then we're going to run slow, and then bring the knees up gently. There we go. And run slow. Knees up gently. Keep doing this for me. Yeah, normal muscle fatigue feels quite dull really. Anything sharp, tight, just stop. Stop before that. Come back in when you're ready. And up we go. Okay, so now we're going to start moving laterally. Not sure how much space you've got there at home. You can start moving side to side. Smallish movements, don't want to stress the groin. That's it, keep coming with me. Well done. And then we're going to use a couple of boxing moves to get a bit more movement. So what we're going to do, I'll show you the side on, is we're going to show a jab and across and step back. And a jab and across and step back. Jab and across and step back. One more time. Okay, now we're throwing hooks. Jab, cross, hook, hook. So a little bit of rotation in the spine. Good, that's it. Just get the shoulder moving, get the back moving. Jab, cross, hook, hook, and jab, cross, hook, hook. Now here's the fun bit. I'm going to add something for you as a kick. You're going to scoot back and then push a kick through. Jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, push a kick through. Jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, push a kick through, and one more time before we change sides. Good stuff. So, and jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, and then the kick comes through there. Jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, and the kick comes through there. Jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, and the kick comes through there. Jab, cross, hook, hook, scoot back, and the kick comes through there. One more time, and then we're going to introduce a new movement. Shake your legs. Okay, so this one's going to be a walkout, and what that is you're going to stay standing here, you're going to creep forwards, your knees won't be completely straight, you'll allow them to bend a little bit, come out to this position, get a nice neutral for me. That means that you're not going to drop your pelvis, You're going to have your abs gently on, and then you're just going to head back. There we go. Reach up gently, slowly. First thing in the morning, let's not crick any backs. Nice and neutral. There we go. And reach up for me. Don't worry, this is going to get harder. Cool. Alright. And then in a minute, I'm going to introduce a press up. So, do you remember I said sometimes I'll ask you guys to keep moving while I demonstrate something? That's what we're going to do now. You can pause with me or keep moving, but once we get here, we're going to add in a press up. Yeah? We will need some regressions here. For some of us, this will be that we're going to go onto the knees and press up this way. You can also use a table, and then that can be an incline if you want. For most press ups, it won't really work so much with this walkout exercise. So your regression is here, and that's your full press up. Got any heroes out there? Once we get warm, we can start to look at some of this. Be careful there. You might feel fine in the first 10 seconds of it, it might not by second 60. Okay, so we're going to walk out, drop the press up, and come back. Let's have a look at that. Walk out, drop me a press up, and come back. I'm already starting to enjoy this. Walk out, drop the press up, and come back. Nice. Yeah, keep going. And then we're going to add something to it again. We'll go another couple of reps, just sort of help the choreography, help you guys get used to what you're doing. And then after our next one, we're going to pop in a squat and 2 kicks. Take you with me. So you drop down, come back, and let's do it this time. So then you're going to squat down, throw a kick this way, squat down, and throw a kick that way. And so out you go, press up, come back, squat down, put a kick in that way, and put a kick in that way, and then come down, press up, come back, squat down, put a kick in over here, and put a kick in over there, and out we go. Last time now, before we start to look at something else, and squat down, put a kick in over here, and we're going to put a kick in over there. Shake your legs out, should be starting to feel a little warm. Babe, can I get you to keep an eye on the time? We've got a way to do that. Yeah, cool. You shout that out when we get to 15 minutes, half an hour.
Cool.
Excellent. Okay guys, doing well. So next movement we're going to look at is going to be a lunge. So let's begin with reverse lunge. You're going to step to here and come back. And step to here and come back. Step to here and come back. So this is where I'm going to ask you guys to keep moving. And I'm going to hit a position and talk about something technically for you guys. But you just keep going. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get to the other leg. And then I'll leave you with 10 reps on the other leg while I chat. That's it, good. So all the way back. And coming up. One more time. Good. Let's change sides. And then you're going to go back. And up. And back. And up. Now you guys keep moving. This lunge position is quite important because we're actually going to be doing lunge jumps. Okay, so I want your lunge position to be good. Just keep going on the other leg. When you go back, you really have to clear your hips back and get quite a square position. Body quite upright. You don't want your body leaning forwards, and you definitely don't want a forwards curve. You don't want to be over the ball of the foot, so you don't want to be all over this section. You want to be quite planted, quite neutral. And that way, you're going to use the whole leg. That's it. So let's get you back up. Come and face me. And we're going to start moving laterally again, complete the warm-up. That's it, just side to side. Good. When we go back, I'll touch again on that lunge position. But you guys keep moving side to side for me. Main thing is that when we do start really going, if you get it wrong, if your body weight's forward, if you're over the ball of the foot, you're going to get real tension around here. And when we're doing some of this, you're going to want to be in the right position just to share that workout. So you guys are still going side to side. And now we're going to have a look at a full set of press-ups. So you can follow me again. Let's just do 30 seconds to start with. Again, anyone on the knees who isn't ready for a full press-up yet, through 30 seconds, if you get to 10 and you know it's time to stop, then that's fine, and then you come back in with us. So 30 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep coming. Must warn you, But throughout this, my seconds are going to be off. My reps are going to be off. I'm going to be talking to you guys, urging you on, feeding you technical cues. And so don't worry too much if what we actually end up doing is 25 seconds or 35 seconds. Don't worry if I say 14 reps and you do 30. It won't really matter. What's important is that we have a great workout and I can fit some of those cues in that are going to keep you safe. Okay, let's do another 3, 2, 1. Excellent, good work guys. So stay down here now. We're going to introduce one of our other movements, which is a glute exercise. So this is good for the buttocks. So we're going to get down here. I'm going to get you leaning onto the floor. And then if you can see my toes, I'm going to raise my toes a little bit and then push through the heels to push my buttocks up and then back down. And then we're going to push through the heels, get the buttocks up and then back down. One more time. And then we're going to go to what we really need, which is one leg at a time. So this leg to here, through the heel, well done. And you guys keep going on this side. You'll notice I've got my knee bent. So I want you to avoid doing this. I need to keep it bent. Reason being, you guys keep going, but the reason being that in this position, you load the hips and so you load the back. But here, it just eases it off. So we can really concentrate on that buttock. Give it a good squeeze and drive through. That's it. Try to tune in. Your hamstring will turn on, always does. But try to really focus in here. We'll go one more before the other side. Well done guys, doing well. This is going to be great fun. You definitely hear me breathless, I'll be talking all the way through. So that will help you get breathless too. Off we go, keep targeting that buttock. Good morning everybody. I already feel great. So, squeeze, focus. We're going to do 2 more and then we're going to have a look at an abdominal position. And believe it or not, we're still really just warming up. In a minute, we're going to move into second and then third gear, so relax. Okay, so sit-up wise, what we're going to do is we're going to support the skull and then raise the rib cage in. Back of the rib cage here is lifted off the floor. But you're not actually very high up. The higher you go, once they really lift off and potentially strain the back, we don't want to do that. So end range is all about a squeeze here that doesn't aggravate the neck, it doesn't aggravate the lower back. With what we do, you'll see there's quite a lot of range. You can see quite a lot of work can go on. So I'll get you guys to start following me now. The squeeze is here. Yeah, so no strain at the neck. Squeeze here. That's it, good. Come in, good squeeze. Well done. And then you're looking to kind of clench it, you know, but don't clench it to the degree that you feel tension in the back, just to the degree that you feel good work in the abs. And then this time, before we go back, we're going to hover just above the ground. So here I'm relaxed and everything switches off. I'm going to get you guys hover, and then close a bit, and then back to hover, and close a bit, back to hover, and then close a bit. And then let's do this with a little rotation. So over here, starting to get more of a strip in there working. Over here, more of a strip in there working. And then over here, more of a strip in there working. Other side, just for 3. That's good. Excellent. Really feel that control of torso and rib cage coming from this central region. That's it. Well done. Okay. Let's get this thing moving, huh? Alright. So, shake your legs out. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going, we're going to walk out. I'll just talk you through it. Press up. Come back. We're going to squat. Kick either side. So we're going to do about 30 seconds of that and then I'll let you know what's next. Okay, so we're in second gear now, let's go. Off we go, about 30 seconds, push through, come back, let's see the squat, bang, pop the kick, and pow, pop the kick, down you go. Okay, push, up, back, good. Drop the squat, pop the kick, drop the squat, pop the kick, and got about another 8 of these or so. Keep coming back, excellent, good stuff. Now we're starting to work. Feels a bit like second gear, coming up to third. You'll know about third when we get there. I bet you'll spot it. If we go, over there. Good. Bit of motion, bit of motion, eh? Instead of all of that desktop, laptop. How many video conferences have we all been doing? Oh my god. We're even doing one now. This one's a bit different though.
30 seconds.
Good stuff. Doing really well. And let's have just 2 more of these. And then we're going to really get you moving. We're going to start to know about 3rd gear. And that lunge position is really going to come into play. Okay, shake your legs. Now, this is going to be lunge jumps. We're going to go 10 either side. Remember, to stop and come out if anything doesn't feel right. Good stuff. Remember I said I won't get the dead right reps. So you just follow me. That's it. Okay. And we're going to go about another 10, another 5 either side. Body's upright. Weight distribution's neutral. Stay off the front of the foot. Use the whole foot for me. Well done. One more. One more. Relax. Shake out. Pure press-ups. This time, just 30 seconds. Later on we'll go a little harder. So get into your position. Any heroes? You're welcome. Regressing makes sense. Just do what you can do. It'll be a great workout at whatever level. So 30 seconds. I suppose I'll join the heroes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Woo! Well done, guys. That was 3rd gear, in case you didn't notice. Not 4th yet. So we're going to go back to those glutes and ab movements. And then you'll notice I've got a towel up here. When I give you a rest in a moment for some water and stuff, if you have a towel, I'll grab one. We're going to make use of it because I'm assuming no one has, or at least not many people have weights and things. Alright, so we're back in sit-ups. Make sure you can see me. And remember this small range of motion. Back to hover. And curl in. And back to hover. And curl in. Back to hover. Curl in. Back to hover. We're going to do about another 10 of these. You guys keep going. There's a bit of false instruction you always hear. You guys keep moving. I'll tell you something about this. So a bit of false instruction in this position. You guys should still be going up and down. Your back has a neutral, normal curve. It's only really this position that your back is really pushed into the ground. So very often you hear people go, oh, you should feel the flat of your back on the floor. That's not really true in this position. There's a neutral space and a little gap. And in here is when you feel your back flat on the ground. Don't go so far that you stress back or neck. Okay, let's take it over to the side. I'm sure your abs are aching. If you follow that all the way through. Just a few more. Not returning to the floor, but the tension here in the abs. If you're feeling tension in hip flexors, these muscles here, or the lower back, let's go to the other side, then that's your cue to sit out basically. That can happen because it's technically not perfect, but once the muscles reach fatigue, they're not capable of technically perfect anymore. You start to feel it in the wrong place. Okay, one more, and relax. Good work, guys. Grab your water. Grab a towel if you have one. I'm going to grab one of my waters. Check the time. Doing quite well. 20 past. So, towel. If you've got one handy, grab one. You won't absolutely need one. Kind of more. Kind of helps you focus on what we're going to focus on. Get a short break while I explain it. Okay. Alright. So this is going to be a pull. We're going to use the pull position, and we're looking to pull through the back. If a press up goes right through the middle, then this also comes through the middle to the back. So to keep you guys active, you can sort of start to move while I talk. So if you've got your towel and you're holding it, you're pulling back, and it's really middle back that you're aiming for. We want to avoid this kind of thing up in the neck, looking to really locate that squeeze directly between the shoulder blades. The towel's going to help you focus on that, and then just keep pulling in for me. So from there to here. And you're going to try to switch off tension at the front, switch off tension in the shoulders themselves, and see if you can activate back there, middle torso. Not really lower back, just middle torso. You can do about another 3 of these. That's it, pull through, and pull through, and pull back through, out, on. You notice also this position, slightly bending the knees, means you're less likely to have a big old arch in your back whilst you're doing it. Stay a bit more neutral. Okay, so we're going to move on, get the heart rate going again, back into third gear and all the way around, and we'll come back to this. Okay guys, so what I'm going to get you guys to do now is you're going to move fast and light. So fast and light, start to really feel the tapping. That's it, until, yeah, see real tapping, and then you're going to come up high-ish. You'll notice that I like my exertion hard, but I'm not a big fan of smashing people's backs up. So don't take those knees too high, fast and low, and then gradually up. That's it, you're going to know about this soon. Good, fast and light, and then just up here. Keep that coming, doing well, doing really well. Fast and light, get that tap. Woo! That's it. And then high, good. So warming now, so don't mind if you are a bit higher. Here, we can go another 3 of these. Fast and light, high. Good, get ready for it. After this, we're back on the lunge jumps. Straight off after this, you're going to know about it. And fast and light, and high. Okay, shake your legs out. Straight in, third gear, and 10 on either side. And 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. That's it, weight distribution back. Well done guys. Shake your legs out. Press ups. We've got a big one coming. It's going to be up to 60 seconds. A lot of you will have to stop, start, come back in. Nothing easy about this. And let's go. A bit breathless, but let's jump straight in there. Let's go for it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Keep listening to your body. Step out if you need to. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Oh yeah, that's what we came for. Keep coming. Step out if you have to, but not too early. If it doesn't feel like stress, if it's just fatigue, then you keep working. That's it. Off we go. Let's have another 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Oh, good morning. Shake your legs. We're going to look at side lunge. So side lunge, don't go too wide. Step to the side. I'm going to push your buttocks out behind. Come back. Step to the side. Push your hips back. Come back. I'll show you from the side. What we're looking for is a good chest up, eye line high, good position. That's it. Keeping this quite moderate. Later, we'll progress this. That's it. Keep moving. You guys keep moving. Avoid round backs. Yeah. Weight back. Let that hip travel back there. Chest up. Well done. One more before the other side. Good, good. Hope you're all doing well. Over we go. Hips back. Hand up. Hips back. And up. Hips back. We'll do about another 7 of these. Different mornings we're going to have different things for you. So, you met Vay. Vay will be here. Manuel's quite holistic and functional. So really good with all of that sort of stuff we've got at the moment where people are a little less active. Just going to go one more. He used to be a gymnast, Manuel. Really interesting trainer. We're going back down to abs. Okay, these abs are going to be different. Get back on the floor. This time you elevate the legs. Again, the same thing, slight bend in the knees so that we don't stress the lower back. I'm just going to get you to reach up and to the side, and then reach up and to the side. And reach up and to the side. That's it. You go another 8 either side. Well done. Good. Good. And then after this, we've got more abs. We're going into a side plank after this. So we're really gunning for those obliques at the moment. I'm going to go for them. Take them out. And that's it. Keep going. Heart rate should be steadying a little bit now. Prepping us up for another attack on that side of things. A little bit of recovery. Good. Did promise I would lose count of reps, didn't I? That's it. So one more other side and then we'll go to the plank. Good stuff. Same thing with the back. Don't reach too high. Alright, side plank. Knees are here, elbows here. And we're going to lift our hips up in a sec. What's my time like there? I can't read that from there.
8:26.
8:26? Cool. Alright, so from here, you're going to let your hips drop. And you're going to squeeze the abs to lift the buttocks. Let the hips drop and pull the abs in to get the buttocks. Careful not to work too hard through the shoulder. You want it quite relaxed actually. Just really know what you're targeting, which is here. Settle that down. Squeeze and press. Well done, guys. That's it. Got 3 more before we change sides. Good. And there is actually a progression to this as well. We can really bring a good glutes exercise to match this side plank. I'll bring that in next round. Just come around. Again with this, careful not to put too much tension through it. Keep it loose, like the roof on a house. The wall doesn't have to make any effort, it's just an upright support. Same with that arm. Let your hips down, get the work here. That's it. Keep the buttocks quite relaxed as well. We want to know what we're working. And this is the obliques. Quite interesting actually, that thing about really tuning into a muscle. I think you'll find a lot of people with a lot of experience really value like really tuning in, getting a real feel for what you're working. It makes sense neurologically, get good activation, good targeting. That's it, so we're just going to go one more. Well done. And there we go. Okay, so we look at that back exercise with the towel. Heart rate will be settling. After the back with the towel, we're going to come around for another attack on your heart rate. One more time around, and then time-wise, we'll start be heading towards a cool down. So looking again, these are out front. Shoulders will be tired from what you've done. So remember, you don't want to create too much tension there. We're going to go 15 reps. Come back. And come back. So you guys keep going. Anyone with enough experience in exercise, everyone else keep doing this. Just standing up and pulling. Anyone with enough experience in exercise, you'll be familiar with a bent over row position. It's quite nice in this position too. This is of course where you would normally have a barbell or a dumbbell, really targeting that back. Middle back, not lower back, and definitely not neck and shoulders. And just try to get that feeling, again that targeting, like we were talking about with the obliques. You get a nice squeeze back there with the shoulder blades. Keep squeezing the muscles at the top, don't turn it into a squeeze and arch of the lower back. That just keeps its nice neutral position. Some of you still up here, that's good. And relax. Grab a water, I'm going round again. I'm going to grab mine. Hope you're all feeling good. Cool, see the time? Yeah, good, okay. We're looking good guys, we've got about one more round of this before we start to cool down and stretch. So grab a water and we're going to go in. Probably use very similar exercises, I might change them up a little bit. But yeah, again, attack on the heart rate, get ready for it. I'm not going to take any prisoners with myself. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be tough, this kind of thing always is. Alright, so we're starting off fast and low, just to sort of put you out of shape before we attack with the lunge jumps. So, tapping, we're going to go this 10 times, and up high, good. Tapping, I'll spare you a little bit for the first 4 reps. That's it, tapping, and then up. In this midsection between reps 5 and 8, we're going to work a bit harder and faster. So when you hear that, tap, 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 fast as you can. Don't spare the horses, up you come. That's it, work it now. We came here to get tired. Let's do that to ourselves. Let's do it. Up we go. Up we go. Up we go. Another 4. If it feels hard, back out. If you can't do it, if it feels wrong, if it's just tiredness, and you don't have a heart condition or a problem like that, then let's fight for it, guys. Make it happen. That's why we came here. Let's go. Right, last one. Okay, straight on the back. We're going to lunge jumps. Ready? No forgiveness. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Shake your legs. All that heart rate's still there. I'm going to give you about 5 seconds just to compose yourselves before 60-second press-ups. Talking through this is going to be tough. Excuse my breathlessness. The talking takes it out of you. And let's go 60 seconds. Not really looking forwards. Not on the other hand, it's what we came for. It's what I love. So from here, we're going to go another 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Stay safe. Back out, come back if you need to. Work hard if it's within your ability. Just a challenge to the mental fortitude. To have another 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. It's going to be walkouts, squat, kick, kick, no press up. And walk out, come back, and squat, kick, squat, kick, another 9. And let's go. And good. Squat, kick, squat, kick. 8 to go. Gosh, my legs and my shoulders know about the lunge jumps and the press up. That's it. And to go. Keep moving now, guys. You're closer to a cool down than you think. And after this, you've got back and abs. Okay, keep going. Oh, yeah. Hope you feel as good as I do. Strange kind of good. Strange kind of good. Very challenging, but very satisfying, especially once we cool down the stretch. It's going to have been a good morning. Nice to meet you all. If you've met me, up next, you've got some other parts of the team. One more of these. There we go. And back. Whoo! There we go. And well done. Okay. Abs, glutes back. Catch your breath, grab some water if you need to. Oh, almost there. I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to be down, doing some abs, bit of glutes.
I don't know what's in the video.
Bit of back. Let's see. Okay. Let's go abs first. So, we've had a look at this. Let's bring that back. Support your skull. Raise the torso a little. That's it. Engage your abs. I'm going to raise. Return without going to the floor. So you still have to support. And raise. Return without going to the floor. So you still have to support. And raise. Return without going to the floor. So you still have to support. And same again. Remember, just lean forward. Don't pull the neck. Don't go so far forward that you feel strain in the lower back. Back here. Spine is neutral. Big arch is wrong. Total contact with the floor is not what most people normally experience until here. And then gently back. Okay, side over. Let's go. And back. Side over. and back. We're going to go 4 more either side. I think I'm going to start to run out of time now. So after abs and glutes will stretch. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have. And yeah, I imagine everyone experiences it slightly differently. Different levels of fitness, and of course different levels of pushing yourself. I hope that it was quite clear to understand this idea. To exert yourself, work as hard as you can. You know, if you've got a heart condition, don't go all the way. If you've got knee problems, back problems, listen to your body and relax. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is the side plank. Activate the glutes, and then I think we'll call it stretch. What time are we now, Ben?
8:35.
Hey, okay, we've got plenty of time. Good. So we'll throw some other glutes in as well. Okay, so coming up to here, and then what we're going to do, you're going to go down, come up, and then just going to elevate that knee. It's going to get this glute working. This one's already working against the floor, so you've got something called abduction, where this knee's coming away, buttock squeezes it. It's a very good functional exercise. One of the things that's often missing, you know, from the kind of desk protocol of body shapes. Activate these in abduction. You see people walking sideways with tubes, same thing. A little bit of glute activation and glute work. And then we've still got a bit of work going on here and your oblique at the same time. Nice one, really good. Buttocks might be slightly burning, could be. And back. What we've used here today is largely kind of fast movements. A lot of kind of 2-2 tempos or explosive tempos. Slow tempos are really hard. They're completely different, but really hard, especially if you work with a real master of function. They'll get you in some difficult positions, have you move and hold them, get some really specific activation going, really good sort of body balancing of muscles, try and combat the way our daily lives try to unshape our bodies. You'll find, in a way, everyone on the team is a master of different angles. They're all very good. I think you'll probably find that Manuel owns that spot a little more, that kind of core control spot, very functional stuff. You find the other team members got a space for it too, like this exercise here. Last one. And well done, guys. Let's hit the back one more time, and then we are going to call and stretch. I've really enjoyed myself. It's tough in that last metabolic set. I feel completely normal now. Heart rate just came up for the demand. I feel like I could go again. Want to stay another 15? Okay, so we go here. Let's pull it back. Go forwards. Pull it back. This is all about that skill of being able to identify what muscles. I know it sounds odd because we don't have an external load or a cable to pull, but you really can get those back muscles to work for you, to pull the shoulder blades in. You can target them. If you've got really good feedback, you will get quite a lot of tension and work, enough that for the most kind of unhealthy of imbalances of all that forwards leaning, desks, cars, and the tall among us, that's not me, but the tall among us, having to look down at the shorties like me, all those things that happen with our neck and backs. Even though there's no load, just activating, moving through the range, really, really good. Treat it like a chest stretch. Back exercise, chest stretch. Last one. Good, okay. That's it, we're going to cool down the stretch, so why don't we start with classic thigh stretch. There's different ways to do this. You can be standing and grab and hold of this. I'm going to show you one on the floor. Only do, if you want to do this one instead, one reason or another, you know, the floor one's uncomfortable on your knees, then you want to hold on to something. Don't do the studio thing where you're balancing, because all your muscles are trying to fire to balance you, so they won't relax into the stretch. The lightest of touches will enable the muscles you're trying to stretch to relax. And then don't power into that with the quad either. Make sure it's switched off. This is your standing version. Anyone already in it can stay in it. Anyone thinking, wait a minute, but I don't have something to lean on, I can still see you. We're going to use the floor. still. If you have anything, sofa edge, something like that, that's good. Gently lean in and then push the hip through. Get a nice stretch here. This is really as much as you need to do. If you're very, very tight here, you'll already be feeling it, so you'll be getting the benefit. If you're not very, very tight here and already feeling it, even in this position, you're getting the benefit and you need it less than someone who's like, wow, I can really feel that already. However, if you want to step it up and you can, there's a sprinter's version of this, where again, keep that quad inert, but you can pick that up and again, lean in, and that's when you're really going to get a good quad stretch from this position. Prior to this, you see it in a lot of studio classes, prior to this I'd say it's quite holistic for the hip flexors, holistic for the thigh. Don't know how much of an athlete's real stretch it is. For that, maybe you need something a little harder. Doing really well. That's it. Okay, then we're going to go to the other side. You can turn around here. That's it. In we go. That's it. And then just push the hips in. Careful not to fire the quad up. Don't work with the front of the thigh. Keep that off. Press forwards. Doing really well. Cool. And doing quite well. What time have you got there?
8:41.
8:41, almost there. So we're going to 45, everyone's doing very well. A couple of more minutes. Alright, so we've got hamstring stretch. Can you get you to lean, put that foot forwards, push your hips back, nice and straight back. Should just be feeling it there. Careful, round backs. Pelvis is just lifted up. That's it, lean it out. Well done. About 30 seconds here, and then the other side. Just hold that position for me, stay there 1 sec. Very good. Okay. There. Push back. Other side. Well done. Excellent. Doing really well. Yeah, nice to meet you. Next time you see me, I would have borrowed my friend's clippers. Can't go to a hairdresser these days, can I? So next time you see me, I'll look like I've had a short spell in prison and come back to see you. Because I don't think I'm very skilled with them. Probably I'll just end up looking like a football fan. Oh, that's wrong. That's bad, isn't it? You know what I mean? I hope I'll have a very short haircut. No offence intended to football fans, I know not everybody. Shakes their head. What? I think it's time for me to go. Okay, cool. So we're going to have a groin stretch and chest stretch. Chest stretch. Hands back here. Just draw your shoulders back. That's it. You know, open the chest up a bit. This I really like as well. If you put your hands here and just draw back, roll the thumbs. And especially when you go like one side at a time, roll back and down. One side at a time, roll back and down. And if you did manage to target the back really well during that towel stuff, you can target it again now. Really switch off the chest and work those back muscles to open and stretch that pec muscle. And open and stretch here. That's it. Well done. And the more you're active there, the more that you can just relax the chest and get that stretch. It works with both sides, and in a way that stretches more across the middle. Once you focus on one side, you get less in the middle but more here, and actually this is probably where you need it more anyway, up around the shoulder joint. Last thing, adductors, and then we're done. Nice and moderate, don't do this to any extreme. Support yourself from behind. Don't pull forward, you'll just end up activating this, and it counts as the stretch. Support yourself from behind. Nice and moderate, just hang in there. And that's it, that was us, day one. I really enjoyed it, I hope you did too. I did say Vay might jump in, he didn't today, I just hogged it. So probably we'll see Vay maybe tomorrow morning, we haven't quite got a schedule out, but he'll definitely be in it, so I want to introduce him to you today. And I suspect you'll see Manuel, Chris, a couple of the other members of the team. We'll keep it interesting for you. And the plan is, Nick and I, we're chatting about other things we can do to kind of help you guys. So everything's changed a lot, hasn't it? And I think before, when people came to see like us as personal trainers, often the thing was, I'd like to exercise, but I haven't got into a good habit. We sit down and we work out with you like, oh, okay, when could you do it? And just by ring fencing a bit of time to work it out, you kind of come up with the answers. Usually, they're quite obvious, but you just need someone else. So we're going to produce some articles, some thoughts for you. We may put up some other things. I won't get into it too much because I have to check if Nick and the
powers that be like it and want it. But the idea is that we'll do the classes, but we're going to try to add a general kind of leadership, inspiration, try and help you guys find where the spaces are now. A good example is I've got a 6-year-old, and work is crazy. You know? 6-year-old's there the whole time, and then my missus has got to work, so time is really hard to manage. And simply by saying to someone, well, what about if 2 or 3 times a week it was a 20-minute workout, and only once a week did you need that longer period of time? For a lot of people, they're like, click, oh yeah, that could work. So lots of good ideas for you. Hope you enjoyed this morning, and yeah, we're gonna try and help you stay in good spirits and good shape. Thank you very much. Really enjoyed it. I'm gonna click the end now, and we'll see you again soon.